Hey everyone, welcome to Kernels, where we discuss short films. Today's short film is The Gunfighter from 2016. It's directed by Eric Kissack. So sorry if I said that incorrectly, but we'll get into it.
Yeah, this was I don't know. I feel like this was fun and entertaining. For like I don't know how long it was. I thought it was like 20 minutes, but I was like it did not feel like anything super long. But I think it was fun and entertaining, and I was like confused as to like how when like they show like shows or video games break the fourth wall, which is like they like interact with the character, like Deadpool. Deadpool is like really big on like breaking the fourth wall. What wall is this breaking? The third wall?
I don't know. He's a narrator, is its own like entity or wall.
Yeah,
I guess it's still the fourth wall because he's the main character was looking at the camera and interacting with us, the viewer. So I guess it would still be considered fourth, but it's that weird, like, okay, there's a narrator and there's minimal dialogue. The main character has broke the fourth wall or whatever the wall. I don't know.
But it's an interesting. I feel like it was funny because like when I started watching it and hearing the narrator kind of like almost
Nick
like
Offerman.
You're reading a book, and it's Nick Offerman.
Yeah, that's
being the narrator, which is like interesting.
Yeah,
but I was like, it just like it almost sounds like Nick's reading a book, and then the end was going to be like, oh, here's Nick Offerman reading a book to his like young child, but no, it doesn't end like that. But that's sort of the feeling that you get.
But I liked like that was what I have in my notes is like I liked the interaction between the narrator and the characters because they're like, okay, what the hell is going on? I don't want some like entity that I can't see to dictate what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like stop that. Like let me live my life and do what I want to do. So that dichotomy between the two was cool.
Yeah, it was interesting because like even to that point where it's like they were trying to figure out if the all-knowing voice knew all, and then like they're like, and she's like, damn it, that was my favorite number, but then I chose another favorite. It was like the little like quirks, I don't know. I really don't think Nick Offerman like added anything to it. I think it was like fun to have Nick Offerman, but if you had anybody else voicing the narrator, I think it still would have come off funny.
Yeah,
just Nick Offerman has like a very like noticeable voice.
Distinct. Yeah, I think just the narrator in general was just a sprinkle on top of a fun story. But yeah, I agree. I think even if it wasn't Nick Offerman, like it could have been anybody, it still would have been enjoyable. Because I wanted more. Like when it was ending, I was like, oh, give me a little bit more, give me a part 2 or something.
Yeah, me too. It's like it would have been nice to have a little bit more. They leave the saloon afterwards, and then you follow the gunfighter or one of them. Maybe you follow the woman of the night and see that she gets torn up. It's like this sucks, but I feel like this is like a short film. Like this is like what I look for a short film. It's fun, engaging. You kind of get like an encapsulated story,
and it doesn't take too much time to watch it.
No,
because it didn't. I think it was like between 15 and 20 minutes, but it didn't feel like that.
I could have sworn. Yeah, I think it is like 20 minutes, and I'm like, when it was done, I was like, oh, well, like that's done. That was nothing. And there's other short films that sometimes like maybe they're like 5 minutes, 10 minutes long, and you kind of do feel like where this one you don't.
But
yeah, that kind of answers that question,
right?
Huh?
You've seen Community, right?
Yeah.
That's City College. The black dude. Okay, because I put that in my notes, and I was like City College with an exclamation point as the bartender. And I was like, wait, was he City College? And I thought he was City College, but I just wanted to make sure.
But it totally like answers you answer the question like, did you want more from this? Did you want maybe a prequel, or I don't know how a prequel would work.
No, this is one of the ones I would want a sequel for. Yeah, like most of the time, I'm the prequel guy. Like, give me a prequel. What happened before? This one, I'm like, no. What happens next?
Yeah, it's like you can kind of like I'm already thinking like you can have like a full on TV show, like episodic, like. He goes through, and it's like literally a guy reading like either comic books or like short stories and stuff. And each episode is like him narrating these like short stories. So that was that. Yeah, that would be an interesting idea. But now, who do you recommend this to?
I think anybody. This is one that, like I think a lot of the ones that we've seen recently have been, hey, are geared towards aspiring filmmakers. This one seems like anybody could enjoy. Like you can give it to your parents, give it to your brothers. I can give it to somebody in my family and be like, hey, check this out. You'll enjoy it, and they would find enjoyment and laugh a little bit.
That's true, because like this one doesn't blow your pants off with like cinematography and it's nice how they like have all the shots with like most of the characters, and they show the characters, and I think the portrayal of the characters from each of the actors and actresses is very good. But I think this is like a good showing of like how good your writing can be in like a short 15-20 minutes, where that's almost like a TV show episode. Like going back to my TV show, like you brought up Community, where like you have to like write something that's engaging for like 25 minutes basically. Now 30 minutes probably. Yeah, you have to grab them and then keep them there for like the next 30 minutes.
Like I think as viewers, we think like, oh, this is easy, anybody can do this. But if you try it yourself, like me trying to figure out the ideas I have and turn them into scripts, it's like, oh, this shit is not that easy.
Yeah.
Like, to write it and be like, oh, this works, but this doesn't, and like having to write something as a first draft and then fix it and see where you can make it better. Like it's not easy.
Yeah, so it's like, I think this is a good showing of somebody that like, hey, like 15-20 minutes, this is how you can probably make it engaging, and it's on the funny side, which is like I think probably perfect for 15-20 minutes. It was if it was very dramatic, I think it would have been either like you needed more dialogue or like more story kind of elements and stuff. But I think the concept works well for this like quick 15-20 minutes of like storytelling. Yeah, I agree with you, where it's like anybody I think should watch this, where it's like like Nicholas. I was talking to Nick earlier today, and it's like I think I can send him the link and be like, hey, you gotta watch this. It's pretty funny.
No, you have to send it to his wife, and then she'll tell him.
Yeah, then she'd be like, all right, like I'm gonna put it on the TV, and you're sitting there, so watch it now.
Enjoy
it. But yeah, so let us know in the comments below if you've seen this short film. Let us know what you thought about it, what you liked about it, disliked about it, if you saw it before, and let us know if there's any other short films that you would like us to watch and kind of talk about on these Kernel episodes in the comments below or on social media. And please like and subscribe to Saturday Night Popcorn for more Kernels like these.